Hi, everyone. Peace and love. Peace and love to everyone. Oh my goodness. How is everybody? Peace and love. I had to move, y'all. It started raining out here in California. All of a sudden, it started raining. I was like, oh my goodness, let me move. So, peace and love to everyone. So it's nice, it's peaceful, and it's raining. so, um, I want to thank you for coming. So, peace and love. Hi, Michael. Hey. Michael, I was out there and then all of a sudden it started raining. so so I just want to say peace and love to all of you. Aboshishe Agboato, Alafia Ekaro. For now, right? I'm doing it earlier in the day. So today we're going to talk about our work. We're going to talk about our work in the day. So, so first let's start off with prayer, right? Okay, here we go. Mojuba Lordamare, Mojuba Ori, Mojuba to our mother and father, Mojuba to Egbe, Majuba to Irumale, Majuba to Orisha, Majuba to our ancestors, Majuba to our family, our friends, Majuba to our teachers, Majuba to Baba Ifa and Iya Ifa, Majuba to Aluo, Chief Salagbade Popone Fashina Falade, Majuba to Arba Ni Ile Ife and Akoda and Asheda, Mojuba to all of the Aluos, the Babalaos, the Ialodes, the Ianifas, the Orishas. There's a lot of Orishas. Peace and love to all the work that you're doing and all the work that you have been doing. Mojuba to all of the Awos, to all of the people that are practicing good character, that are making a good change in this world. We pray that all negativity is taken away, death, sickness, loss, contention, witchcraft. We pray that gossipers, haters, and negative internal things like depression and loneliness. We pray that we take away lack of confidence. We pray that we take away depression and sadness. And we pray that we take away all those negative things so we can live with long life and good health and prosperity and generational wealth and buying of property and starting good businesses, and that the businesses that we have, that they flourish. We pray that we have good spouse and good children and victory over obstacles with a cool head and level-headedness. We pray for a happy day, and I pray that today's word about work, that it is palatable for many people, all types of people. So we know what type of work we should be doing and what Ifa says about our work. Peace. Hi. Ya. And Awodele. Hi, y'all. I was like, 2 minutes late today? So y'all, it started raining. I had to come over to where the roof is. So it's raining out here today, but it's still good to see all of your faces. I hope y'all are having sunshine where you are. And it's getting cooler out here in California. I'm a little further northeast, so it's, oh my goodness, it's a little bit colder than I expected. Oh, thank you, Michael, for saying that you love the prayers. So today we're going to talk about work. Now, I know that y'all have heard this particular Odu before from Ejiogbe. I know y'all know this one. It's about doing your work and not being lazy. I know y'all know this particular Odu. Hi, Happy, greetings. So yes, oh, it's cold in New York too, right? Yeah, there you go. So yes, so I wanted to talk about work today, I'm going to say the Odu. The Odu is in Ejiogbe. We're going to be working today again from the Amoluwabi book. So the Amoluwabi book by Chief Salagbade Popola. You can get it on efaworks.com. efaworks.com. First, let me do the announcements. Hi, Africa. Hi, Olusola. Hi. Hi, all of you. Peace. Aboshishe. Abuduwe Aboshishe. Peace and love to you. So today, again, we're going to be working from the Amoluwabi book. We're going to go over Ejiogbe. And we're going to talk about doing your work. And I think when some people, when they hear this particular one, they think about, not being lazy, and they think about all of those things. Hi, Tatiana. I think they think of those. However, there's other types of work I think that we should also be engaged in, to make sure that we are 100% doing our best and making things better for ourselves, for other people, for our families, right? In California here, there are some places that's on their third lockdown or their third partial lockdown. Hi, Dominique. Yes, so, out here in California, they're still working through the pandemic, or some people say plandemic or scandemic, so some places are still having there's a third partial lockdown. So I pray where you are, that's not happening. However, even though those things are happening and there's unrest in Nigeria, I pray that Nigeria has peace. I pray that they come to solutions that are better, because it's such a rich country. I really do pray that, they have solutions that everybody can be benefited from. I also pray for the people that are still not working, the people that, are financially challenged still at this time, or are just not feeling well during this time. I pray that each and every one of you have peace and that you have true happiness, literally from your soul. I really do pray. I pray that you all are able to do the work that you need internally, so then things can manifest on the outside. I pray that also the outside, that your resources come forward, so you can continue to show light in this world. So I want to say love to all of you. Hi, Ron. Peace and love to you. Hi, Raphael, Nancy. So today, I know y'all know this Odu in Ejiogbe. I'm going to say the Odu, and then we're going to get right into it, because I think this is definitely the time, especially because California is on its third partial lockdown, but we still need to do our work. It doesn't matter that we're in the house. It doesn't matter that we can't go to certain places. It doesn't matter that we can't do certain things because we have the internet. We have other things that we can still do, so I think this is really important. So in the Amoluwabi book, on page 181, if it's on a different page, please put it in the chat. On page 181 in the Amoluwabi book. Okay, so in the Amoluwabi book on page 181, it says Ejiogbe, right? It says, do your work. I am not working. This was the Ifa cast for the lazy person who sees work but remains idle, who chooses to remain idle. He who sleeps until the sun is overhead. He who lies on that which is possessed through inheritance exposes himself or herself to suffering. If we do not toil and sweat profusely today, we cannot become wealthy tomorrow. March the mud. I will not march through the mud. If we do not march through the mud, our mouths cannot eat good food. These were the declarations of Ifa for the lazy person. He who possesses strong limbs but refuses to work, he who chooses chooses to be idle in the morning, he is only resting for suffering in the evening. Only toiling can support one. Idleness cannot bring dividend. Whoever refuses to work, such a person does not deserve to eat. If a lazy person is hungry, please let him die. Dead or alive, a lazy person is a useless person. That's pretty harsh. However, laziness is not permitted in Ifa. And I know in different places we say, oh, today's my lazy day and things like that. No, you just need rest. Right? But laziness is not really good in Ifa. In this Odu, Ifa says that a lazy person does not deserve to eat because he or she is not contributing anything to the growth and development of the community. That also means your family, right? He or she is more of a parasite and more of a liability than an asset. And we know it's very difficult sometimes to get a truly lazy person up on their feet, to really get them to do something, right? It's almost like they become like an addict, you know, and it's very difficult and it's very heart-wrenching sometimes to get people, you know, up on their feet so they can be productive, because this is what it's really talking about. It's really talking about being productive to your best. This is the reason why all those who wish to be known as Omoluwabi need to be people that hold true to their tasks, right? Not just to your tasks that you create, but to your tasks that Olodumare gave you, right? And ensure the growth and development of the community and family in which she or he finds themselves in. In saying this, however, those that govern the community, like leaders, right, must ensure that equal opportunities are given to the community members to work and demonstrate their skills and abilities and develop themselves, like in general, right? Leaders have to produce a space that people have the opportunity and have the ability to be able to do the work that they can. Everybody needs somebody. Nobody here is just on an island by themselves. Because let me tell you, if you think you're on an island by yourselves, you wouldn't have insects, animals, or anything else, or that boat out of somewhere just won't pop up somewhere. You'll be like, why are you in my space? Right? Somebody always needs to be in your space. You know, everybody needs, you know, somebody. And I think that's what this scandemic or plandemic or pandemic, whatever you want to call it, you know, I think that's why there was quite a bit of awakening that we can't do things by ourselves. I know that you know, even in the New York temples and temples in other places, even in Los Angeles and other places as well, be it here in the United States or outside of the United States, where they were having, you know, social distancing or just complete separation. People really realized how much we need each other. You know, people were like, oh my goodness, you know, I really do miss your classes and things like that. Hi, Anna. Hi, Mama Anna. So that social distancing and people staying apart from each other, some people did get lazy in their homes. They gained weight while being in the house. You know, they weren't continually exercising. We must continue to do our work. And in Ejiogbe, it says we can't be lazy. Right? We have to, you know, because then if we're not toiling and if we're not doing what we need to do, you can best believe over time that seed will not be planted and things will not come forward. But what I like about Ejiogbe is that it's not just work on the outside. It's not just doing our toiling outside on a farm or things like that. It's also that we need to do our internal work. We need to do the work internally, right? And that's like one of the reasons why Makandrola and I are doing Oriani.com, is because we see that internal work in our head and in our hearts really needs to be done. It you know, and we're about to start a new, you know, course, like another session of Oriani, October 31st. So please make sure that you sign up for it. Go to Oriani.com and sign up for the class. We only have a few spaces left. But the internal work really needs to be done. you know. And because what I've noticed is, there's a lot of self-sabotage. There's a lot of people that are disorganized, or are feeling self-abandonment, you know. Procrastination is huge. Right, what you're struggling with right now, right? Procrastination, bitterness, being unforgiving, surrendering, just really letting go of what is not serving you, not serving your family, not serving your community, not serving you to where you can express the real work that you really need to get done. Right? But that internal work is really important, you know? That confidence, building that confidence. Yes, we were in the house, and, people were working remotely, and people really enjoyed that and things like that. But then there were some people, and they weren't really doing too much at all. And that's where my heart goes out to those people. You still got to exercise, run around the apartment. Sometimes I run around the house, sometimes I run around my house and then come right back, sit out in nature. If you could just sit outside for a few minutes and just take those deep breaths, right? Even in the Orisa class, we do meditation and mindful movement and those types of things to make sure that people are getting what it is that they need internally, right? Because even though sometimes there's some of us that really know that they need to do their internal work, sometimes they don't know where to start. And I'm not just talking about people in Ifa or people in Lukumi or Santeria. I'm talking about no matter what you practice. Sometimes people just don't know where to start when things really hit hard. And doing our work. I don't care if you want to work smart. I don't care if you want to work long hours. I don't care if you want to work a little bit. You got to do something. You got to do your work. Right? So you can express your gift. And I know there's a lot of things right now on the internet, right? There's a lot of meditation. Take this type of meditation. Learn this type of crystal. Learn all of these different types of wellnesses and things like that. And that's great. But even though we watch these things on YouTube and we sign up for these classes, and you still have to do your own personal internal work. Is not just going to come inside of you because you're watching videos and because you're taking like meditation courses or yoga courses or things like that. You still have to do your work. Meditation is work. It's not something that's just like, no, it's still work, and I know people like they want to really work their passion and things like that. And that's great. But you really need to work your gift. You really need to work your gift, right? And that, like, again, like the difference between like a passion and a gift. I may have a passion for singing, but if I were to sing, it would probably blow out the screen because it just sounds so crazy, right? But my gift is coaching. My gift is counseling. My gift is teaching dance. My gift is teaching. My gift are those types of things, right? So those are the things that I really need to work on to make sure that I polish them and really put it out there. So take your time, write your goals down, do your vision boards, do all of those things. And also rest well so you can do your work. Some people are like, oh my goodness, you're going to start doing it at 8 o'clock in the morning. Your Facebook. Yes, I really wanted to do it earlier, right? But there's other things that I'm committed to. So yeah, you really, even in the E5 it says, wake up in the morning and hold your head, right? Wake up in the morning and hold your head. It's talking about in the early morning. It's not talking about, later on, So another thing in order to do your work, to keep laziness away is to take care of your health. Please make sure that you're doing that during this time. I know it's difficult. I mean, trust me, we're in our third partial lockdown. It's difficult and people are nervous about what's going to happen this winter, especially to my peeps on the East Coast. What's going to happen this winter is you're going to be prepared. You're going to be prepared. You're going to make sure that you have all of the items that you need in your house. You're going to make sure that you have all of your herbal remedies. You're going to make sure that you do your work as to what you're going to be doing over this winter, right? Remotely. That that business you've been wanting to do it. Start it. Do it now. That's what you're going to be doing. You're not going to be freaking out. Nobody's going to be freaking out anymore about 2021 and what's going to happen in January and what's going to happen in November and no, that's done. We're done with that. We're going to do our work. We're going to show our true gift. And that's how the community is going to function. That's how we're going to learn how to trust each other again and trust ourselves again. If we don't do our internal work and we don't trust ourselves, that we're not going to abandon ourselves, that we're not going to hurt ourselves, that we're not going to put ourselves in situations, and that we're not going to be lazy to where we're not unprepared. When we do that internal work, then we can do things where we can be a beacon of light in our family and in the community and really be able to benefit others. But if we don't do that internal work, it is going to be difficult. So that's another reason why, Macandriola and I came up with Oriane.com. We were gifted with that. Is because we realized that if people do not do their internal work in their head and their hearts, things are lost. Yes, we can get dafa, which are our readings. Yes, we can do iboris, which are head cleansings. Yes, we can do our prayers to the Orishas and our ancestors and all those things. And you are an accumulation of your ancestors. You are your ancestors. You are the product of your ancestors. You are the strength of your ancestors. So that's why your work now is so important. It's so important. It's to show what they did instill in you, what they have instilled in you. Even the people that are alive, like your parents or your family members, your big brothers, your big sisters, the people that are older than you in your temples or in your ilays, your godparents, all of those people, what have they instilled in you? Show that. Show that to the world. Those that have polished your gift, that have helped you. Show that. This is the time. This is really the time to be able to do that. Don't be lazy. Don't procrastinate. Don't stay in a disorganized space. Take those papers out of your drawers. Clean out your closets. Do it again. I know a lot of you said that you did it at the beginning of the pandemic. Do it again. Winter's coming. Autumn, the change is now. So definitely do your work to where you can rest well at night. What I've also realized is some of the things that I get in my inbox, and I get text, and then I get phone calls and things like that. And, what I've learned with me and Macandriola doing Oriane.com is that people go to rest, go to sleep with things still on their head. Serious things still in their head, still heavy on their hearts. Don't do that. Empty out. That's why my last video about what happens when you get, negativity and things like that. Do your prayers before you rest. I do it to Obatala. Somebody might do it to Ifa. Somebody might do it to Oshu. Somebody might just hold their head and clear out their head before they go to sleep. That's important that you do those things. You got to have a method and a remedy for you that fits you. Because your work, 100%, send this video everywhere. Let people know their work is important. That's why you're here in this world. You do not have the option to procrastinate. You do not have the option to be disorganized. You do not have the option of sitting around and just being sorrowful. We don't have that luxury anymore. That's gone. That time is gone. And now your work is so important because you are the ingredient, the special ingredient, the unique ingredient that is going to make things propel, not just for you, but for your family and your community. So doing that internal work of really sitting there and wondering, what can I do for the next 3 months? What can I do for the next 3 months that's going to propel me to the next level? What is it that I can really do? Even if it's small, small, what is it that I can really do for the next 3 months or 2 months that will really propel me and get my head straight? What is it that I can, what kind of gift can I share? What kind of course is going to help me get that certificate or help me with my internal work? So by the time spring comes around, oh, I'm ready. You know? What is it that I can do in my home when there's snow and when there's ice that I can do remotely that is really going to help me internally? You know? So I think that's really, really important that we do our toiling and we do our work. I know some people now have these books that are out, just work for 2 hours or just work for 4 hours or just work for 6 hours and just enjoy the rest of the day or things like that. But this year it was talking about that we are going to need to do some major work. And the first major work is inside of ourselves so we can have that true peace. So we can really tell ourselves the truth. So we can really be honest with ourselves. Where are you right now? I know some of you are getting tired of me asking that question, but where are you right now? Let's just sit with that for a moment. Where am I? What am I doing? What am I not doing? How can I contribute more to myself? What classes do we really have to get our Orisa straight? Who has really even, So that's why Orisa is so important, is because we realize that people don't even have their head straight to where they can receive, so then they can embrace, so that they can move forward, so that they can show their work. So, getting your dafas and doing all those things are really important. Hi, Fred. Hi, Ekundayo. Doing all those things are really, really important. But I just wanted to make sure that the message today of doing your work because you are needed. You are needed. Don't let somebody tell you that you don't matter. You matter. You are needed. Your work is needed. Your gift is needed. Let it flow forward. Let it come forward. Get your certificate. Do your work in your Ori. Take these classes that you need. Sit in silence even if you need to. Sit in silence in nature. You are so important. You are so important. So that's why I'm saying that the work that is needed is just so important. Don't just sit there. Don't wait for somebody to give you something or do something for you. Make sure that you are empowered in your own home. Make sure you have the skills that are needed in your own home. Because if there's we're in a partial lockdown, if I can't get out and I can't do things, I need to know how to work the tools that I have. And the first tool that I need to know how to work is my head. I need to know how to be able to replenish, restore, and renew my heart. I need to know how to do that in my own home. So we really have to have the strength and build the strength and the confidence within ourselves to be able to do the work that is necessary. So I love all of you. That is the message for today. So share this everywhere so people can know that they matter. So people can know that their work is important in this world. And for those of you that have been asking the information for Orisa, the course starts on October 31st of this month, right? 2020. So sign up you have 3 days now to sign up. The orientation for people that have signed up for the class is October 29th in the evening. Right? We're going to have orientation and we're going to go over everything that's going to happen for every Saturday morning for the next 8 weeks. Right? So it's going to end right before like the Christmas holidays, right? For those of you that believe in Christmas, this course is for everybody. People have been asking me, is this course just for people that are in Ifa or that practice Lukumi or Santeria? No, this course is for everyone. It doesn't matter what you practice. Everybody, everywhere has a head on their shoulders, and it must be utilized properly. You must be able to know how to get to the essence of your gift. Okay? So go ahead and enroll for ariani.com. For those of you who don't know, that I'm also on Facebook. On YouTube. It's Ifa Shewa Fatoing. Go to Good Morning Ifa. You know, go to these different places. Go to look up the different temples and things like that that are helping the communities. Honestly, I want to give a shout out to Hosa Kanran Temple for all the work that you're doing in the community. All the Sukendarun temples, all of them, that are doing their work, and really helping the community. But for all of you that have come on my Facebook page, hi, Miss Williams. Hi, New Light. A shizzle from Good Morning Ifa, right? A shizzle. So Good Morning Ifa will be coming up soon. Hi, Lisa. So peace and love to all of you. Everybody, remember, do your work because you are needed in this world. Peace and love to all of you. And don't forget to go to ifashewa.com. Peace.